Hi, this is Mike Jensen, and today I'd like to show you how to do HDR processing of your image all in Lightroom, not going out to Photoshop or On One or anything else. And I'm going to use 3 images that I just took in Colorado on a fall colors workshop with a group of photographers. We've got 3 images. This one's shot at 4/10 of a second, this one at 1/5, and this one at 1/10. All shot at f8, all shot at ISO 100 on a tripod. I've gone through the normal Lightroom rituals I have. The last one I'm going to do is just click on Enable Profile Corrections and remove chromatic aberrations. Typically I do this for all of my images, but for some reason these have not been synced up. So I'm just going to take care of it right now. All right, so we've got our 3 images, and this is really too simple. All I do is highlight all 3 images. I right click and I go up to Photo Merge. I click on HDR. It brings up a panel and it says, do you want to merge these? I'm like, sure. So we're going to merge these together. You can see in the upper left a progress indicator. It says creating HDR. These were shot on a Sony A7R III, so they're each 42 megapixel images. And the reason I chose these images is because you've got this really, really high brightness and you've got some really, really dark darks. It's a perfect candidate for an HDR image. So when the HDR image is completed, you are left with this file, and it's called a .dng, digital negative, which is Adobe's version of a kind of a raw camera file. Okay, so here is our image, and I can see I've got a lens spot up there, so I'm going to take care of that just by clicking right here. I click done, and that took care of that. I've got some other things over here, and I might take care of those with cropping, or let's just see what happens when I paint this with this tool here. Not such a good job, so let's delete that, and let's just not worry about that right now. So my main concern here now is to bring up the saturation a little bit and the luminosity values of the colors that we have in there. So I'm going to go right away to this HSL slider. I'm going to click on luminance, and I'm going to bring up oranges. We may have some oranges there. Okay, did you see what that did to the mountaintop? Okay, so that tells me automatically I don't want to brighten it, I want to darken it a little bit. Okay, next, my yellows. Look at that. We can really enhance the visibility of the yellows just by bringing up the luminosity. Greens as well. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the blues, which will help me really darken the sky. Check that out. Okay. Now I go up to the basics console and see if I want to bring up the shadows at all. I think I do. I'm probably going to bring up the texture and the clarity just a titch. That's nice. And dehaze, sometimes that's too much. Just a little bit, probably right there, about -1. The final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this graduated neutral density filter, and it's usually just left over from where it was set before, so you just double click on effect, and that will bring it down. I'm going to drag this down just a little bit further. I'm going to lower the highlights. I'm going to lower the exposure value just a little bit and drag it down as far as we want it. And I think that's probably pretty good. There you got a final product. It looks pretty good. All I need to do is worry about my crop. And I'm probably just going to bring in this left side just a little bit, which automatically brings down the top a little bit too. Scooch that over, and I think that's probably going to be a good crop for that image. So there you go, all done in Lightroom. Really nice HDR image. Okay, so here you go. You have your before and after, your um, long exposure, your mid-range, and your dark exposure. And then here is the final product. And I think it turned out pretty well. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.